Metaphor here, and today's video is going to be a little guide on how to get dark matter. Now this camo is the ultimate camo that you get for completing everything in multiplayer on Black Ops 6. I got it yesterday morning, so this video is going up a little bit late, but like I said, we finished it yesterday. Overall, I think the game is really fun. I can't wait to actually finish the game and do Prestige Master. I'm not going to waste any of your guys' time, though. If you guys want to ask me for my full opinions and stuff like that, I will be doing like a full opinion type thing after I do, more actual multiplayer game where it isn't just hardcore headshots and stuff like that. But yeah, basically, here you guys go. If you guys want to see the camo, we got the dark matter right here, dark spine, which... honestly, I think all four of these camos look phenomenal. In Warzone, I'm using all four of them, so that's really cool. And right now, I am actually working on doing these camos as well. I've only done the sniper so far, but we'll get there for sure. And I'll be doing that all day on stream. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will get right into it. So basically, first thing that I do want to talk about is there's certain things you should do and certain things you shouldn't do. First, we're going to go over the class setup. What you probably want to do, and one of the most important things to do, is to get your launchers out of the way as fast as possible. These challenges are horrible. Shooting the UAVs and stuff down with the HE1 is absolutely horrible. However, there is currently some bugs with it, so I do recommend getting this out of the way as fast as possible. Now, I don't know if this is exactly how it works, but the way it was explained to me was that if you shoot down a UAV or a counter UAV, it counts as 1 kill, and if you shoot down a chopper or something, it counts as 2. And it also carries over between games. So when it's telling you to do 5 destructions in a single game, it doesn't actually mean that. You just need to kill 15 things. Which, even though that doesn't sound like a lot of people just don't call in streaks. So what I was doing was I was playing a regular hardpoint, and I would essentially run into the hardpoint and just let people kill me. Because if you get kills on an objective, since it's Scorestreak based and not Killstreak based in BO6, you'll get more points. So you kind of want to run towards people who are playing their life a little bit, and you want to try to feed them UAVs. That's basically the best thing you can do. And those are the tips for the launchers. In terms of actually hitting the shots, I'm going to keep it a buck. I still don't even know how to do it properly. If you're directly underneath them, it's the easiest thing to do, or it's the easiest way to do it, but it's still hard. Going into the next thing, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about the launchers. Just get them out of the way as fast as possible, because pistols aren't that bad. The only pistol that's really bad is the GS45, and I will be going over the guns that I think are really, really bad, and you should get out of the way as fast as possible. So, actually, you know what? We'll just do that right now while I remember, because I don't want to miss it out. So, this is one of the worst guns in the game to do camos on. Launchers, honestly, the Sigma's pretty decent. It's not bad. HE1 is horrible. For primaries, SMGs are all pretty decent. I don't really have any complaints about any of them. In hardcore, some of them can be a little bit weird, but overall they're pretty good. ARs, they're all pretty decent except for the Goblin. However, the Goblin isn't that bad in hardcore, so it's okay, but it's pretty bad. I would get this out of the way as fast as possible, though. For shotguns, the pump shotty can be a little bit weird when you're first using it. However, once you start ripping with it, it's actually pretty dang good. But I recommend running... actually, I don't really recommend core or hardcore for the shotties. You can do whatever you want, but the shotties, the pump shotties specifically, get that out of the way when you can, because you are going to run into problems with it. LMGs, they're all great. You're not going to have any issues with these when you're doing camos. Most of these should be done in hardcore, by the way. Marksman rifles. Now, these guns are all pretty similar, except the DM10 is horrible. For some reason, this gun is just almost unusable, so again, get this out of the way ASAP. And then for the snipers, these weapons have some of the highest potential to be the worst weapons in the entire game. Now, there's a couple tips with these guns, and I know a lot of people have already shared their tips on them, but when you are using the sniper, you want to try to get this target laser as fast as possible and put it on. This will actually make the weapon not sway when you ADS it. It's really, really, really important to have. The bad part is you get it near the very end of the grind, so I was honestly done my challenges before I even unlocked the laser, but if you're a little bit slower, then you do get some benefit out of it, because getting the camo itself won't be that hard, and that's really all there is to it. I'm not really going to go over weapon builds and stuff, because I'm going to be honest, I wasn't really trying too hard to look at weapon builds. I was just putting stuff on. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. Going into the perks and stuff, though, here I'll show you guys what you should be running. So basically, what I ended up using my prestige tokens on when I was grinding was perk greed for one of them. So basically, this allows you to put on 4 perks instead of 3. which is pretty important. This is pretty good in general, especially if you're playing the base maps. If you're playing the smaller maps and stuff like that, ninja and stuff isn't that important, but you definitely want perk read. And what you also want to try to be doing, even though the individual perks don't matter too much, what you want to try to be doing with this is you want to have ghost on your first slot usually, and then you're going to want to have ninja on your perk read, and then right here bankroll is super big. This is going to play into getting XP, but you basically want to have this specialty recon activated at all times. This is unbelievably overpowered, and they are definitely going to nerf this soon. So I really recommend you guys getting on this train. If you guys are wondering why people are shooting you through walls, or people are shooting you right when you spawn and stuff like that, or right when they spawn, they're pre-aiming you, it's because of this. Although there are actually a lot of cheaters in the game right now. I've actually run into multiple rage hackers. Most people are just using recon, so I'm assuming most of you guys already know this, but I felt like throwing this in there because some of you probably don't, and it is what it is. But yeah, to go into bankroll, a lot of people are probably going to be like, why are you using bankroll? The thing with bankroll is, and if you're trying to get your XP as fast as possible, this actually gives you a little bit of a head start towards your UAVs and stuff like that. And if you're setting up your kill streaks, by the way, sorry for my voice, I just woke up and I've been streaming like 20 hours a day for the grind. But I know a lot of you guys are going to find this video important and helpful, so I wanted to get it out there before I go live today. Basically, when you're setting up your kill streaks and stuff, this is what you want to have your kill streaks on for XP and leveling up in general. You want to have Scout Pulse, UAV, and Counter UAV. And if you have bankroll, you start off at 150 here. So basically, as soon as you get 1 or 2 kills, you're going to get your Scout Pulse. And then once you start activating all 3 of those kill streaks, not only going to be racking an XP, but they're going to earn you the Scout Pulse, UAV, and Counter UAV for your next life too. You can basically chain them together. And you could even go further with that if you somehow don't like recon. I don't know why you wouldn't like it, but you could also run dispatcher. This is low-key really good as well. I was running this when I was first leveling up at the start, and this combined with double XP, spamming the UAVs, you are going to level up so fast it's not even funny. Another thing that I recommend is when you guys are running the pistols and the launchers is you go into perk 2 and you do fast hands, and you might be thinking, well, now I don't have specialty. That's fine. You just go perk 3 and you just throw in cold-blooded or something. You just want to have specialty whenever possible. Like I said, unless you're doing the dispatcher and bankroll strategy for XP. That's what I'm probably going to be doing when I'm doing Prestige Master. I'm probably going to do dispatcher and dispatcher and bankroll, because you really don't gain much XP in this game unless you have double XP going. With that being said, I do want to say the best possible game mode if you are just trying to get XP is kill confirmed. It pretty much always has been. You want to be getting kills and confirming kills. Very simple. So if you're doing the bankroll strategy with kill confirm, you're going to level up as fast as possible. And going into more game mode related things, I do want to talk about if you're on snipers. I know a lot of people are going to come here for issues with snipers. The thing that I did with snipers that allowed me to go from 0 to diamond in like 4 hours was playing core team deathmatch. Now you might be thinking like, why would you play core team deathmatch? That is horrible. And I would normally agree with you, and it is. However, the spawns are very easy to predict in TDM if you're playing on a good map. And then on top of that, the worst players in the world are playing core team deathmatch. That is where the bottom of the barrel players play. Because when you think about getting into a game, like, people are just clicking find a match and people are just clicking TDM. Like, this is the most burger game mode possible. And you will see when you play this game mode, it's almost like SPMM is disabled. You are going to get some games to some sweats every once in a while, but I promise you, I have never played easier lobbies in my life than when I played core TDM. Now, the only issue with this is after this video goes up, more people are going to be going into this game mode. So if you are just watching this video the day it's uploaded, get into core TDM and get your snipers done ASAP. Trust me, it's very important. Going into maps and stuff like that and all of that, I do want to talk about what you should be playing for camos. This is also a pretty big deal. So I spent a lot of my time in hardcore hardpoint. This was for mainly like my headshots and stuff like that. And I would lobby shop for like S tier maps and stuff like that. If you like the small maps, to get into hardcore, face-off mosh pit is pretty good. You want to play the pit and you want to play stakeout. Now, a lot of people are having issues getting the hardcore, so you want to click on R or whatever the filter button is on controller when you're on find a match, and then you click over here, and then it's down here at the very bottom. So definitely want to be playing hardcore. This allows most guns to net you a one-shot kill to the head. And I do have a little bit of a tier list here for the maps. This is what I was basically thinking about when I was playing. Now, some maps are better than others in other situations. For example, for sniper headshots, you know, Scud is pretty good. Rewind's actually pretty decent. Even though these maps are pretty bad in general, they're actually pretty good for sniper headshots. But the best overall maps that you want to be playing on for your cameras are Babylon, Stakeout, and Subsonic. These are 100% the best maps. You can do whatever you want on any of these maps. Stakeout is exclusive to the Face Off Mosh Pit playlist right here, but Subsonic is probably one of the best maps. Subsonic and Babylon are just phenomenal regular normal size maps. If you can get a hardcore hardpoint on one of these maps, you are going to feast on it. The only issue is the lobbies are probably going to be a little bit sweatier because people know these maps are good. Also, quickly, while I remember this, never play Kill Order. When you guys are searching for Face Off Mosh Pit, it's going to give you the Pit, it's going to give you Stakeout, it's going to give you Warhead, or it's going to give you Gala. I don't like Gala at all. I played this map maybe once for my entire camo grind, but I know other people do like it. I would recommend not playing Warhead or Gala at all. Play the Pit and play Stakeout only, and only play Kill Confirmed and Domination on Pit, and then play everything but Kill Order on Stakeout. You might think to yourself, oh, I got Stakeout, but it's Kill Order. You know what, we'll just play. And then boom, you're going to end the game with 8 kills. Trust me, not worth it. Never, ever, ever, ever play Kill Order. But these are the maps you should be looking for. Babylon, super easy to shoot down streaks, super easy to get kills. Subsonic, again, streaks, kills, super easy. Skyline, it's just one of the actual good maps in the game. Payback, a lot of people don't like this map, but this is one of the better maps in the game for point blanks. Obviously, Stakeout is the king for that, but for point blanks, I recommend the Pit, Payback, and Stakeout. Obviously, some people just aren't going to like the small maps, and that's just tough. A lot of the lower skill players aren't going to like them either, because there's just too much fighting, and they're going to be sticking to things like, you know, Warhead, Scud, and Rewind. But I would avoid all of these other maps. There's basically no reason to ever play any of these other maps when it comes to the camo grind. I'm not saying all these maps are horrible, but when it comes to playing hardcore hardpoint, and team deathmatch, you want to play certain maps, and other maps you don't want to play. So that's basically all there is for that. Let me go over my notes real quick. I do have a couple things that I do want to say. I do want to say you want to try to make sure you're in a party of 3. A party of 3 will help you lobby shop, so you'll be able to join into games, see what maps you got. If they're bad, you can just vote classified and then back out. If it's a bad map, make sure you use that tier list to your advantage to see what you want to be doing. Also, you can kind of take control of the voting if you have a 3-man party. And the better part of running a 3-man party is it'll never put you into a game in session, pretty much ever. So if you're playing solo, you're going to get thrown into the same game over and over and over again. But if you're playing in a 3-man, you're going to get different games all the time, which is really, really good. But yeah, I do want to talk about prestige tokens. Every single time you prestige, you unlock a brand new token, and that token allows you to unlock anything in the game. What I unlocked was first Perk Greed, and then I unlocked Ninja for my second one, and then I unlocked the AS Val. So if you're ripping through prestiges as fast as possible, what you want to do is make sure that when you're using your prestige tokens, especially if you don't care about Perk Reader or Ninja, is you want to be taking guns off the bottom, because this is level 55 to unlock. You want to make sure if you're trying to rip through prestiges, you unlock these guns as you're going. So I would recommend AS Val, Compact, GPMG. I don't know about DM10. I think this is kind of a lower level gun. And the snipers are fine too. And the baseball bat. So baseball bat, LMG, SMG, and AR. That's what I recommend using prestige tokens on. But you'll probably be done the entire camo grind when you're at a certain prestige anyway. But if you want the most efficient thing and you don't ever want to get caught up, that's what you definitely want to do. So I recommend that. Also, a low-key secret little tip here is you want to put on Warcry here. It's a field upgrade. This will give your team so much XP. I actually recommend running this. I didn't really use it that much because at a certain point, I was just using decoy grenades, which did get nerfed. So don't use decoy grenades anymore. They don't give you XP anymore. But if you're looking for something, Warcry will actually help you quite a bit. And just in general, bro, do these camos sooner rather than later. I know this video is going to get views over time, but a lot of these challenges are actually bugged. And there's really no reason, if you guys are enjoying the game, to not get them out of the way ASAP. But the challenges that are bugged are like these diamond challenges, get 3 kills without dying 10 times. This actually you just need 30 kills. It doesn't matter how many times you die either. I don't know if the progress carries between games, but this is just 30 kills. So this might get fixed at some point, and you are going to have to get 3 kill streaks. Do that now, bro. Triple kills, you actually need triple kills for this, and this is just 15 kills. So, because 3-5 kill streaks, although that's not hard, 15 kills is a lot easier. So the diamond and the dark matter challenges are bugged on pretty much every single gun in the entire game. If not, they're bugged on every gun in the game. I'm just not going to go through them all to confirm right now, but it took me no time. Like, it took me like 3 hours to finish the dark matter challenges. I recommend trying to get through these challenges as fast as possible. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I can show you guys my final stats in multiplayer. This is what we were working with here. So obviously nothing too pretty here. We got it in 41 hours, which ain't bad. 1.26 KD, which again, quite horrible, not gonna lie. But we're not playing for stats, we're playing for camos, you feel me? So, you know, this is our stats throughout every prestige. Pretty horrible, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Not hiding anything, it is what it is. But yeah, we did it pretty good. We actually got the dark matter in less kills and time than a lot of other streamers that I've seen so far, which is pretty cool, considering this game is quite challenging on keyboard and mouse. If you know, you know. I'm not going to get into that though, but if you guys do enjoy the video, please leave a like and comment if this helps you in any way. You know, like I said, like and comment, subscribe. It helps me out so much when you guys do this. I don't really have anything else to say. I think I covered everything. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys all have a good rest of your day. Good luck on the grind, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.